Well, he must be tied up in traffic and busy, so you take care of the driving and everything, Elmer, and we'll come back to you. KDH, CFH, there's Randy. Breakfast is all done, and you got 2 pups in your lap, maybe.
KD8 ZSH. Morning, Jim. Nope, 3 pups, but breakfast is done, so you're pretty close. I've got an early morning this morning. My daughter has some fasting blood work to be done, so I've got to take her down there early. So Gary's listening. Just mark me in and out. Hope your day is great, and we're cruising in towards a really good day. And yes, we must remember 9/11. Back to you, Jim.
All righty, Randy. Yeah, it seems like nowadays the only thing we want to remember, or we want to, say a prayer for, is something bad that happens. It'd be nice if something good would happen once in a while, and we could remember that. But anyway, yeah, there was a lot of people that perished in that, and we always wonder if there's anything we could have done, but, you never know. All righty, Randy. Well, you and the pups and the better half there, take it easy, and Gary can just check you in and out. All righty, we'll see if Ray has all got his morning walk, him and Fred. K5 CFY WB8 VMW.
WB8 VMW K5 CFY. Good morning, Jim. Everything's going good here. We got the walk over with. Didn't find any critters or anything out walking, so but Fred definitely was sniffing for them. But anyway, we're back. Looks like it's going to be a little bit warmer day. We're going to get in the 90s again. So, but we enjoyed the cool spell while we had it. But it'll be coming back before we know it. Anyway, Jim, thanks for doing the pre-net, and wave a hand there at Miss Judy. Hope you guys are doing well. And with that, I'll say 73, and I'll be listening. K5 CFY.
All righty, Ray. Well, you and Fred, keep Fred nice and warm there. And he's getting old, You got to get him a jacket for winter, and take him out there. Us old folks, our bones get cold, so you be careful with Fred, and he don't get cold out there this winter. All righty, let's go to Jacksonville, where if they get snow down there, it's a big holiday or something. Okay, we'll try the short straw this morning. W8JAX, WB8 VMW. Good morning, Jacksonville, Florida.
Hey, good morning there, Jim, and to all on the pre-net. You picked right. You got the short straw, the ugly short straw here. W8JAX, and Miss Wendy and Miss Lucy and I are portable pedestrian already under mostly clear skies down here in Florida. Just a few clouds out over the ocean, not much to speak of, but we have 68 degrees here and heading up to about 82. So it looks like a beautiful day in store for us down here. So hope Judy and you are all well up there. And with that, I'll turn it back to you there, Jim, in the pre-net. WHAAX, portable pedestrian.
All righty, Rod. Well, you're a short straw, but you're sort of pretty, Wendy has good taste, so you have a lot of good qualities that she's seen in you, so you're okay. And Lucy's fantastic. And the kids, you tell the kids that we said howdy and them to have a great day. And Missy, if you ever see her, tell her we miss her. All righty. Well, we'll get on down here and let me see. What are we going to see? Oh, we'll try the other mark. The other end of the boneyard. WB6, BJN, WB8, BMW. Good morning, Mark. How are you doing this morning?
Hey, Jim, I'm doing pretty good. Been in here for a few minutes. Sat out on the porch with Sarah. We had a good morning out there for a while, and I told her I need to get back in so that I could be here in time for the net and for the early check-in. So Gary can put me on the in there with all the weather guys. Let's see. What do we got here? 63 degrees, so it's warmed up a little bit. 63 degrees. Feels like 63 degrees. And let me see. I think the barometer is about 3012. Let me see here. What's going on? Yeah. 30.13 on the barometer, 13.5 on the barometer, and steady. Yeah, 62.8 actually, and 62 on the dew point. Humidity's 99, so it's pretty wet out there, pretty damp. But that'll hopefully dry out. And 2 miles an hour, variable on the wind, and not much going on. Clear skies, and we're going to have a high today of 89, and mostly clear. We need the rain. We need some rain here, badly. We're in a droughty condition here in this part of Tennessee. Back to you, Jim. We'll talk about all that a little later. WB6BJ.
All righty. Well, it's good to hear that Sarah had a good morning this morning, so great. All righty, John. You guys take care. Okay, now it's time to go up to the other John and see how the baseball games are coming out. N8, YMY, WB8, BMW. How's the ball games going, John? Any big crowd and fights of them young whippersnappers out there on a bad call or anything?
WB8 BMW, N8 YMY. In slow motion, Jim. Yeah, it's going good. 9 a.m. and noon are the games, the two games today. And yesterday we actually had a food truck come in and feed them lunch. That was kind of different there. Had some pulled pork. But the crowds are kind of light. They really haven't covered this like they should. And it's gaining some popularity. More people are talking about it and stuff. But no, it's just it's good fun time just to watch the old guys, run around the bases and high five them and all that good stuff. But yeah, it's fun. Have a great day, Jim. Always good hearing from you. N8YMY.
All righty, John. Well, I don't guess there'd be any them big fights on the field over a bad call, because if somebody had a bad call, everybody would walk over and then argue with it. So, yeah, you tell them keep it up, and we'll advertise it on here every morning. We don't advertise a whole lot, but something like that, it's all right. The Balloon Festival and the over 80s ball games. So you take care, and everybody play well. Be nice. Alrighty, let me see. Okay, we'll go to LJ real quick here. KB8, LJ, WB8, BMW.
H&K Mobile.
Get right back to you, Elmer. Well, maybe LJ is sleeping in this morning, so go ahead, Elmer. KE8 HNK WB8 BMW.
KE8 H&K WB8 BMW. Good morning, Jim. Good morning, rest of the listeners. Just wanted to give you a mobile. I was on freeway when you called me. Taking the boy to school. I had a freeway all the way back because the route that I take normally back, the road is closed at South Street and Grant Street, and no rhyme or reason or even anything other than a big excavator parked at the intersection. So really don't know what's going on there. Getting ready here to run some chicken feed into the one feathered friend that's staying with us in the hospital coop because of his ability to pick fights with other members of his flock. So I'm going to get him his food, give him his water, and then head on into work. So with that, Jim, I'm going to turn it back over to you, K8H&K Mobile, back over to WB8 BMW.
All righty, Elmer. Well, that's all right. You're on the expressway and it's busy. You just do like you did this morning. You jump in there and let me know, and then I'll get back to you. All righty, Tom. We'll see how the critters are doing in your backyard. We still got about a minute, so KA8 MNT WB8 BMW. Good morning, Tom. Well, I don't know, Tom. If that's you trying to get in, you got a malfunction there someplace. Try again, and then we'll jump out of here and see if we can get Mr. Chipper in here. Try again, Tom.
WB8 VMW, this is KA8 MNT. That wasn't me, Jim. That's why I didn't jump in right away. I figured someone else was trying to get in there. But good morning, and I hope your day goes as fantastic as mine might, as I've got another doctor's appointment again today, so we're going to have a fun-filled day. With that, I'll turn everything back over to you, Jim. This is KA8MNT, turning back over to WB8 BMW.
All righty, Tom. Well, if you see Jenny, you tell her we said howdy, howdy. All righty, it's time for Mr. Chipper. AAHCS, Custom Select in certain circles. How about it, Mr. Chipper? Are you sitting anticipating? We're listening.
Anticipation. Yeah. Oh, yeah. CQ. This is the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association. Barometer Net on the W8WKY repeater, 147.39 megahertz of PL, 114.8. This control net open to any and all licensed amateurs. Please direct traffic through net control. Emergency and priority traffic is welcome to break into this net at any time. Any time. Your net control operator this morning is Alpha 8 Charlie Sierra. The name here is Gary. Yeah, I'm back like a bad penny. Yep. Must be thoroughly terrific Thursday. That's all I can say. What do you say, Jim? WB8 VMW AA8CS.
Well, I don't say much because if I say the wrong things, there'll be a skillet come down the hallway and put a big hurting spot on me. So I gotta be careful about what I say and who I say it to. But to you know, I gotta be real careful because when she waves, she wants to know if you wave back. So she waves, and I know you wave back. So all is well. All righty. Well, let me see. My grandson come by yesterday and spent, I don't know, probably 3 hours sitting and talking, and he brought us a whole boatload of chicken that we're going to be eating from Belgrade there, probably for 3 or 4 days. But anyway, I'll turn it back over to you, and I'm going in there, and maybe I'll have a piece of chicken for breakfast, because I'm going to have to start eating that before it gets that there funny-looking fuzz all over it. So 7-3 to everybody, and stay safe, stay well, play nice, and good morning, you old goat, wherever you are. I know you're listening, keeping track of us. Back to net.
W8WKY. Well, oh man, I used to love it when Dick would start it off with, oh well. Boy, only he could say that. Only he could say that. We're going to miss the old goat. We're going to miss the old goat, that's for sure. All right. Thanks for that, Jim. You take care. Tell that lovely bride of yours that I said hello. And keep waving. Yeah, keep waving. We're going to clear with WB8VMW. Let's let Brian lead us off this morning. KD8VMM Mobile. Brian, what do we have to look forward to out there?
Hey, good morning, Gary. Everybody in the net. Well, it's good weather. I mean, it's good, stable weather all week, so it's been nice. 43 degrees for overnight low for me, and clear skies. Pretty dry out, no dew or anything. So, a little haze in the fields, but that's about it. Smooth run in Akron this morning, and then you're gonna get some sun glare eastbound. So, yesterday was pretty brutal, so I'm sure today's gonna be it too. So, and that's what I have. So, have a good one. Enjoy the weather. 88 PM, and I'll be clear.
All right, thanks for that, Brian. We do appreciate it. There's nothing like having a scout. The guy that goes out there and kind of looks to see what you're heading into. That's always a good thing. General Custer had a scout. And thank you, sir. Do appreciate it. We're going to clear with VMM. Let's head out to the break truck. KE8TLB. Good morning. Good morning, Randy. What's up, man? This is AA8CS. Okay, that's pretty sketchy there, Randy. Pretty sketchy. Try it again.
Okay, Gary, how about this? The sound is better.
Roger, that's better. A little noisy, but that's okay. Come on back.
Okay, this is Kilo Echo 8, Tango Lima Bravo, TLB. Randy in the break limo. Just sitting here eating some yogurt. Ray's got me on yogurt, and it feels pretty good. I like it. And it's kind of just kind of a sad day. 9/11 today, and people. It seems like the farther we get away from it, it seems like less people really acknowledge it. And I don't know if Charlie Kirk, I think his name is, was assassinated. Pray for him and pray for the families. So, Gary, I appreciate you getting me in, and hope everyone has a terrific Thursday. I don't have to work late tomorrow. Me and Ray Jean went down to the fair yesterday. We wasn't planning on going, but we ended up going down, so it was a really good time. And, so this is Kilo Echo 8, Tango Lima Bravo. Bravo. KE8TLB 73. God bless everyone. Thanks for giving me in, Gary. Have a great day.
KE8TLB AA8CS. All right, Randy, very good. Thanks for being here on this thoroughly terrific Thursday. 9/11. K4A, I worked the 9/11 special event station. I think there's 3 of them. I've got one so far. I really wasn't chasing them, but they have a pretty good presence out there. I decided to work it. So I don't know if they're still on the air or not. I would imagine today being 9/11, they would be. So you might want to take a peek on HF for K4A and give them a shout. All right. Thanks for being here, Randy. We do appreciate it. You take care. Have a thoroughly terrific Thursday. And, short day tomorrow. There you go. Sounds good. All right, Regine, tell her we said hello, and you take care. And we'll talk to you again mañana. That would be tomorrow in Greek. All right, let's get our mobiles in here. If you're mobile or on a short leash, come on down. This is AA8CS. Want to work in.
KE8, HNK Mobile.
Whiskey 8, Sierra, Tango, Uniform, Stu, Chardon, Ohio, Mobile.
KE8, QKO, Kilo Kuwait, Quebec, Kilo Oscar, Mobile.
Alpha 8, Charlie Tango, Mobile.
Delta India Tango. This is Matthew of Arkadelphia, Arkansas, saying good morning.
AA8CS, this is Kilo Delta 8 Sierra Lima Golf KD8 SLG. Nick down the farm. Back of the short bus, please.
All right, looks good here. We have KE8 HNK Mobile, STU Mobile, QKO Mobile, AA8CT Mobile, maybe, I think, KJ5DIT in Arkadelphia, KD8 SLG. Back of the short bus. There we go. To the top, KE8 HNK to take it, AA8CS.
KE8, HNK, soon to be trackside mobile here. Gary, I just, on my way in, I had to take one of our feathered friends his breakfast and lunch for the day. Unfortunately, he is our smallest rooster, and he is he likes to pick fights. He picked a fight with a bigger rooster, so he's in a hospital cage. He's staying with us at the house right now instead of the homestead. Mainly because of his ability to be getting fights, and he needing a new coop. So he kind of gets to stay there and gets spoiled by my 2 older sisters. So it's kind of a fun thing with them. Other than that, I'm getting ready to go trackside to see if I can catch a train or 2. And with that, that's just about it, Gary. Everybody stay healthy, stay blessed, and back over to you, KH&K, back over to AHCS Net Control 73.
KE8 HNK Mobile, AA8CS. All right, Elmer. Nothing like picking a chicken fight with another chicken. Yeah. I thought chickens were chicken. I don't know. KE8 HNK Mobile. Thanks, Elmer. Thanks for being here. Have a thoroughly terrific Thursday. And don't forget, never forget, September 11th. There you go. All right, W8STU Mobile. Stu to take it. W8STU. This is AA8CS. Good morning. What do you have for us?
Morning, Fred, and the rest of the net. This is Stu, WSTU, southbound Auburn Road, as usual, on the way to work. Got about 10 minutes or so, but the traffic is starting to back up, as it usually does here around Route 6. That traffic signal is crazy. No turn lane. If somebody wants to turn, it backs everybody up. But I got plenty of time to get to work, and one more day to great old Friday, so I'll be excited about that. Tomorrow is payday. But like everybody else, we'll be paying bills. But with that, I'll say 73, big A8 to the ladies, and until we talk again, God bless everyone. Back to Net Control, WSTU.
All right, Stu, very good. You reminded me of a song there when you start talking about payday. I don't know if anybody's heard it. It's kind of a fun country kind of song, In Spite of Ourselves. If you haven't heard it, man, you got to play that. Oh, man. Oh, wow. Okay, Stu, take care. Have a thoroughly terrific Thursday, and we'll talk again soon. Let's see. Next up, K8QKO. Yeah, Nick at Night. I wanted to, I listened a little bit on the Beacon Net last night, Nick. You always do a fabulous job on that. You're kind of in the middle of a run there. I just didn't have a chance to check in. I guess I could have done it on the blue screen. But let's just suffice it to say that you do a great job. I also wanted to thank you for the brisket at the picnic. Oh man, that was stellar, absolutely stellar. So thank you for that value add. I think everybody had a great time at the picnic, and between you and Mark with the sausage and the brisket, it just turned out fabulous. Anyway, KE8QKO to take it, AA8CS.
KE8QKO. Thank you, Gary. Thank you. I like making brisket. I like practicing it because I've made good brisket. I've made bad brisket. I've screwed plenty of them up over the years, and it's a hard thing to practice when you have a family full of 3 people because it's really hard to eat that much with 3 people. So I like bringing it to parties and events, and making other things too. Make pool, whatever other things float my fancy. I just have had a bit of a brisket up my butt the last month or so because I haven't really made it too much lately, and I wanted to cook it and make sure I was still good at it. Anyway, there's that. It's something else I was going to say. Oh, yeah, you can always check into the Beacon Net, even if we're in the middle of a run. Presidente has the ability to check in whenever he wants. So thanks, Gary. Thanks for all you do. Yeah, I am mobile. I got to admit, I was not actually mobile when I checked in. I was getting into the truck. I hadn't started it yet, but I knew I was going to be mobile when you got to me. So now I'm taking the son to school. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling and pass it back to you, Gary. KE8QKO.
All right, Nick, very good. Gotta say, that counts. You're in the clear there. The mobile police are not going to arrest you this morning. All right, KE8QKO, we're going to clear with you, Nick. One of these days I got to ask if you do ribs, too. Boy, I love smoked ribs. Oh, yeah. And smoked chicken wings, like they do at the brew kettle. Oh, those are good, too. All right, a lot of smoking going on. Unfortunately, I don't do it because I have no talent. Clearing with QKO, let's pick up Craig, AA8CT. Good morning, Craig. How are you this morning?
AA8CS, good morning, Gary, and to all the Barometer Netters, this is AA8CT. And I'm going to be real quick. Just a passing thought that, this is 9/11, and that was a terrible day in our history, and let's not forget about it. And let's go everybody all in on making this a tremendous Thursday because it has to be. And I'm going to turn it back to you because I'm just about destinated, and thank you so much for being the NCO. We do appreciate it, or I do appreciate it, and we look forward to seeing you here down the log. So AA8CS, this is AA8CT. 73 is my friend, and have a marvelous, wonderful, and tremendous Thursday.
All right, Craig. Tremendous Thursday. Yeah, having a tremendous Thursday is good, too. I like that. All right, Craig, thanks for being here this morning. I mentioned a little bit earlier, K4A is a special event station for 9/11, and I'm sure they're on the air. I believe there's 3 stations in total that are operating. You might want to take a peek at those. They have fabulous QSL cards, too, as a value add. It's nice to remember. It's nice to get a QSL card as well. All right, clearing with AA8CT. Let's head out to Philadelphia. KJ5DIT. Matthew, good morning. This is AA8CS. Nick, you're on deck.
Good morning. It's going to be another beautiful day. Yeah, it'll be warm, but for Arkansas, that's what it is. But kids are going to get up to school. We had fun yesterday. We ran with the top down on the car, and my granddaughter just thought that was the it. They're all getting ready, and unfortunately, I've got too soon. So I can get up and keep an eye on them and get them off to school. So, hope you all are having a beautiful day. I'm looking forward to 1273.
All right, 73 right back at you, Matthew. You take care. And, Arkadelphia, or Arkansas, is pretty hot. Kind of steamy, too. You got lots of rice going on down there. I will say this. My prognosticator says it's going to be warm for the next week, starting today. Actually, Alexa told me that the high was going to be 80 today. My prognosticator says the high is going to be 78. Either way you look at it, that's pretty warm. Here's my highs, starting with today. 78, 79 tomorrow, Saturday 80, Sunday 83, 84 on Monday, 84 on Tuesday, 80 on Wednesday, and 0 chance of 0% chance of participation across the board there. Yeah, we're not going to have any participation next week or this week or the rest of this week. Anyway, there you got it. That's all. KC8SLG. Bail me out of this, Nick. This is AA8CS.
Oh, AA8CS. KD8SLG. Good morning, Gary, and all the Barometer Netizens. Bail you out. I'm wondering if we need a bigger bucket or if I should just hand you a parachute. Good times last night on the Beacon Net for sure. It was fun working with Nick instead of Dustin. More fun, in fact, but don't tell Dustin. We had a blast, and I'm still having flashbacks to the wonders of Nick's brisket from Sunday. It was absolutely fabulous, and anytime he needs to practice, I volunteer to help out. Good to hear Nick in the morning, too. Nick at night, in the morning. What else is going on? Gary, I've picked up the phone to call you every day, and then something has sidelined me. Maybe we'll catch up later today and talk about the day's events, the week's events, and 0 participation in the next week. I am all for that, especially with those highs. It's KD8SLG, back to net control.
Okay, I had to take a moment to chuckle. Okay, well, your secret will be well kept about Dustin. Yeah, I know Dustin doesn't get up this early. Well, he's been known to, but bears have been known to get out early and just, experience the fact that they're a little early and then they head back to the cave. So I think your secret is safe. KD8, you know what? I look forward to our chats. So, yeah, let's do that today. KD8SLG, we're going to clear with you. Let's get our outliers in here. K5CFY. Ray, good morning.
CFY. Good morning, Gary. Thanks for doing the net. Looks like we had a lot of check-ins today. And it's going to get hot here in northeast Oklahoma, about 10 degrees hotter than what's going to happen up there in Ohio. But anyway, not much going on here today. So anyway, good to hear you. Thanks for running the net. And I'll just jump off here and we'll be listening, though. K5 CFY. Back to you, Gary.
All right, Ray. I got to tell you, with all due respect to the great state of Oklahoma, the fact that we're in the high 70s and the low 80s for the next 7 days, 7 days on my prognosticator here, that's what makes us the best location in the nation. At least that's what they used to say in the 60s. So I don't know if that's still true or not. But boy, I'll tell you, temperatures would hover around the 80s. You'd think that this was Santa Monica or something like that. And speaking of Santa Monica, Route 66 Take a trip down Route 66 on the air. Special event is in progress. I need one more station for a clean sweep, and that would be W6A. Now, A's, for me, have been quite hard to come by in my life, so we'll see if I can get this one. Anyway, with that, let me grab a quick second. I don't need a quick second. KI5OZZ, Nancy, the Oz. Are you with us this morning, Nancy? This is AA8CS. All right, I'm pretty sure she'll be along later, so we'll not cross her out quite yet. Let's head down to Jacksonville and pick up W8JAX with K8JAX and, of course, K9LUCY. Good morning, Rod, Wendy, and, of course, Lucy.
Hey, good morning there, Gary. This is W8JAX, Portable Pedestrian, along with Miss Wendy and Miss Lucy.
Good morning, Gary. This is K8JAX. A beautiful morning down here in Jacksonville. We had a beautiful sunrise. It's still coming up there, and the clouds are sort of pink. It looks really nice, and I hope you're having a terrific Thursday up there.
Yeah, it sounds like your temperatures are going to be almost the same as ours. We might be 1 or 2 degrees warmer than what you just read off there for the next 5 days, but currently we have 68 here and going up to 82 today, and we'll be in the low to mid-80s for the next 5 days or so. So it's going to be beautiful weather, and the ocean, though, is still stirred up a little bit, about 6-foot waves out there this morning, but otherwise it's a beautiful day down here as well. And speaking of 9/11, we all remember, of course, where we were when that happened. And Wendy and I were living in Reading, Pennsylvania at the time. And I know I was, when the event actually happened, I was in a meeting at a state government office in Harrisburg. And it was the radio project office, the statewide radio project office. And they evacuated all of us when the news came out, and of course the meeting ended and all. But anyway, not to belabor it, but we all have memories of where we were. With that, Gary, I'll turn it back to Net. Everyone have a great day. W8JAX, Portable Pedestrian.
W8JAX with K8JAX and K9LUCY. Rod, couple things there. The difference, though, between our temperatures is that currently in Ohio I have 48 degrees. So I don't know what the low is supposed to be overnight, but it's 48 degrees as we speak. So, okay. Enough said about that. 9/11, I was eating breakfast with on a Tuesday. I'm pretty doggone sure, had to have been, I believe, unless something quirky happened. But we were eating breakfast at the Egg Castle in Fairlawn Tuesday morning, which we did every morning back then. That's what we did. That morphed into beer on Tuesday night, which then changed to Wednesday. That was years ago, obviously, but yeah, eating breakfast and just kind of sitting there and not minding our own business when the news came across the TV, across the wire there, and yeah, that was a tragedy. Again, let me mention K4A, special event station for September 11th. All right, we're going to clear with the JAXs. Take care. Have a thoroughly terrific Thursday, and we'll talk again soon. All right, I'm at the bottom of that list. We're going to take some check-ins here, but first, WB6BJN N8WS are grouped together for a bifecta of weather, which is paramount to fabulosity. Yeah, that's what it is. K8AGW is in that mix, and K8MNT. Tom as well. I'm going to take check-ins. If you're mobile a short time, let me know, and I will accommodate you as best I can. With that, if you'd like to join us, give me a call. This is AA8CS, and I'm listening.
AA8CS in the net. Whiskey Tango Delta, W8TD, John in Wadsworth.
Is NADI mobile short time, currently in Copley.
Please copy Kilo, Echo 8, Uniform, India, Bravo, KE8, UIB, John, mobile.
Kilo, Echo 8, Victor, Oscar, X-Ray, KE8, VOX, Scott and Vermilion.
November 8, Bravo, Alpha, Yankee, N8BAY, Ralph and Stowe.
KB8LJ,
Kilo,
I think I got stepped on.
Peace on Earth, Christian in Bass.
This is Kilo, Echo 8, Papa Whiskey Tango, trying to stay out of another train wreck this week. Hopefully I didn't get in a collision. Anyways, I'll be in and out mobile this morning, Akron.
Kilo 8, Papa Julie Whiskey, K8PJW, in and out today.
Kilo, Charlie 1, Victor, Quebec, Sierra, KC1, DQS, Paul in Maine.
Alpha Delta 8, Papa Juliet, AD8PJ, Al in Solon, in and out.
Victor, good morning.
KDHAZE, Kilo Delta 8, Juliet 2, Echo, Carmelo, in and out.
All right. I got to say, that is, it doesn't get any more orderly than that. I don't think I missed a soul. Let me tell you who I have. The aforementioned and W8TD, NADI Mobile. Stand by, Jason. And UIB, John, I'm going to get right to you. K8VOX, Scott, N8BAY, Ralph, KV8LJ, Chuck, KF6POE, Christian, KE8PWT Mobile, in and out. Good morning to you. No collision this morning, so you don't have to dust yourself off. All right, K8PJW. I'm sorry, I don't know if I said that right. KE8PWT Mobile, and then K8PJW. Both of you guys are in and out. Thanks for stopping by and saying hello this morning. Paul from Enfield, Maine is with us, KC1VQS, totally enjoying retirement at this point. 88PJ Al, KC8FQV, and KD8JZE Carmelo. Good morning to you, sir. I have you in and out. All right, N8EI Mobile to take it. This is AA8CS. Good morning, Jason. How you doing? And are you doing Route 66 at all?
AA8CS and the net. This is N8EI Mobile. No, I am doing Route 77 at the, which is called going to work and coming home, and then being thoroughly tired and not doing anything else in the evening. No, I knew it was Route 66 time, but I don't know. Evenings have just been difficult to get downstairs on the radio and do anything. But I don't know. As I've been saying for a while, I need less things to do, and it'll get better soon. But that's been the case so far. I just headed into the headquarters this morning. I've got a meeting with the executive council at 8, and I need to get in there a little bit early and hook up to start my meeting on the presentation on the boardroom system, which will take a minute. So just rolling into West Akron. So anyway, hope everyone has a good day, nice and sunny. And talk to y'all soon. N8EI Mobile.
All right, Jason. I get it. I understand. Slightly. But I do know one thing. Sipping a little brandy and reading a little history in the evening helps immensely. Oh, I know. You do that. Yes, you do. All right, N8EI, we're going to clear with you, Jason. Have a terrific Thursday, and we'll talk again real soon. KE8UIB Mobile to take it. Good morning, John. What say you?
AA8CS from KE8UIB. Good morning, Gary. Everybody out there on the net on this terrific Thursday morning. And, oh, man, let me see some history and some brain, sipping on some brandy. Throw a fine cigar in there. That might be a really peaceful evening. But with that, I'm doing the drive here from Massillon to Hartville and enjoying a beautiful Ohio morning. And looks like it's going to be a little warmer today, but hey, it's Ohio, you guys. In the summer, so we just got to take it with a smile, that's for sure. And at least it'll be beautiful outside, hopefully. But with that, I'm just one day closer to the weekend, and I'm ready for tomorrow. I'm ready for 4:30 tomorrow. I'm ready for the weekend. With that, you guys, this is KE8UIB living a $5 dream, and nickel at a time. I will hand this back over to Net Control. 7:30 off. And by the way, Gary, Tom should be getting that information to you tomorrow.
All right, that's good to know there, John. Yes, it is. That little tidbit there, folks, is your fall apparel sale in motion. Yeah, it is. All right, thanks for that, John. Do appreciate it. Continue to live that $5 dream a nickel at a time. Yeah, there you go. KE8UIB, we're going to clear with you, John. Take care, and we'll talk again soon. All right, let's get John in here. The other John. Not the other John. Another John. W8TD to take it. AA8CS. And K8AGW. Dan, you're on deck.
AA8CS in the net. W8TD. Good morning, all. Happy Friday. Things like that. And thanks for elevating me from the other to an other. Always hated being labeled as the other. Very little to report. Nice weather, I think. That's about it. Meeting coming up. Hope to see everybody. AA8CS and the net. W8TD.
W8TD, this is AA8CS. All right, John. Thanks for being here this morning on this thoroughly terrific Thursday in September 11th. Yeah, we were talking a little bit about where we were at the time. It's incredibly Yeah, effective attack, actually. Very effective. Anyway, with that, John, take care. Have a terrific Thursday. We'll talk soon. K8AGW in the mix. Good morning, Dan. How you doing? This is AA8CS.
Morning, everybody, from K8AGW here, and looks like another beautiful day here. Winds are calm, and it's nice and cool, calm, and crisp out there. Yeah, the old man slept in a little bit, a few extra winks, but feel pretty good. Got my coffee in that, and my friend brought me down a little corn muffin there to go with my coffee. So starting the day out good, man. Everybody's sounding good, and yeah, I remember on 9/11. Shortly, I retired in 2000. But anyhow, I was riding my bike down the bike trail with my little boom box and heading to the library and had an interruption on the programming about 9/11. But yeah, we set our flag out, and I hope people have their flag at half-mast in remembrance of those who lost their lives. It's unbelievable what's happening here in America, and I never thought that would be. My friend and I were surprised when they fly to Florida and visit my dad, and at the airport there are military men with their artillery standing around at the airport here in America. So it's unbelievable. And I went down when I signed up for my Social Security. There was a military gentleman there with his artillery. But it's unbelievable in America. I don't know, but those people lost their lives in 9/11. They won't be forgotten, that's for sure. So with that. Gas prices under $3 up here, so I have people doing lawn care work. It's a little more profit in their pocket, so things are looking good so far for today. Getting ready to start. So 73, everybody, stay safe, stay healthy, and the best of 73 every day, everybody, and have a terrific Thursday. And boy, thanks for keeping me on the deck. The heavy dew out there watered the grass, so I didn't slip off the deck, Gary. Hear that? With that, K8AGW is 7 back to net control.
All right, Dan. No, you're going to be on a nice list for forever. That's for sure. No way that can change. K8AGW. Unless you're taken over by a Gwald, that could change your personality real fast. Yeah. Anyway, enough of that. K8AGW. We're going to clear with you, Dan. Don't forget, tell Mama Fran we said hello, and don't forget, enjoy terrific Thursday. All right. Let's see. KE8VOX. Let's stay up there on the North Coast. KE8VOX to take it. AA8CS. Good morning, Scott. And let's see. Ralph, N8BAY, you're on deck. And we'll jump up to KA8MNT. Tom, you're in the hole. Go ahead, Scott.
Good morning, Gary. Good morning, all listeners. This is KE8VOX, Scott up here on the shores of Lake Erie in Vermilion, Ohio. Hey, it's starting out fantastic again, terrific again, fantastically terrific morning. 50 degrees up here, no rain, no wind, no waves. It's like glass out there. At 70.3 degrees, the water temperature is. But busy day going on. Got the bike out, getting ready to temperature just to get up a little bit warmer before I head out. I refuse to put long pants on when it's still early September, mid-September. So, but that's it. Just busy. New house going in. That radio room is getting keeping me awake at night. Now I got getting ready for running the coax and sinking a couple of posts in the ground and whatnot. And there's just too much stuff out there to decide on, but it sure is fun. But hey, thanks for doing the net, Gary. Thanks for getting me in. Everybody have a great day. AA8 Custom Select, KE8 VOX.
All right. Don't forget a 220 line for your linear. Yeah, there you go. Don't forget about that. I was able to divert my my 220 line that was for, let's see, what was that for? I think it was for an electric dryer. Yeah, that's what it was for. And we have a gas dryer, so that worked out great. Of course, I just took my linear off the desk. I think I don't use it, and it just took up space. So if I do get an electric dryer, I got a 220 line now. All right, Scott, we're going to clear with you. Take care. Terrific Thursday, September 11th. Don't forget the special event station, K4A. Yeah, give them a shout. Get a great QSL card as well if you want. All right, we're going to clear with VOX. Let's pick up Ralph in Stowe. N8BAY to take it. AA8CS and MNT, you're on deck.
AA8CS, this is N8BAY. Good morning, Gary, and everyone on the net. Well, it's a pretty nice day here so far. My wife and I have not gone for our walk yet. We're going to wait and let it warm up just a little bit. Probably in another hour or so, we'll go for our daily walk. At the moment, I'm down in the shop trying to make a little bit of sawdust. It's going well this morning. I shouldn't say that because I probably just put the hex on myself. But so far, it's going well. I really don't have much planned for today. Checked the calendar, and there was nothing on it, so that's good. Just a nice, easy day. Anyway, hope everyone has a thoroughly terrific Thursday. AA8CS, this is N8BAY, back to net control.
N8BAY, AA8CS. Okay, Ralph, very good. Thank you for that. And I don't think I have much going on today either. I don't think I do. We'll have to check that calendar, but I got to find one first. Chronology is not my strong suit there, Ralph. You take care. Have a terrific Thursday, and we'll talk again real soon. All right, let's see. Next up, we have... blah, blah, blah. All right, let's get Chuck in here. KB8LJ, you're up next, and then we're going to have our weather extravaganza coming up. We'll have NAWS followed by WB6BJN. So after Chuck, just sit back and enjoy the weather report. KB8LJ, Chuck to take it. AA8CS, WB6BJN, you're on deck.
AA8CS from KB8LJ. Well, apropos of 9/11, my first memory of it was I was leaving the swimming pool, and the lady at the desk told me that a plane had flown into one of the Twin Towers. To heck with it. And
all right, Chuck, we're going to give you a second to readjust yourself. I'm going to put a circle back thing here for you, and we are going to circle back. I don't know what's happening with your DV switch there, but we'll give you a chance to work that out. All right, let's go to our weather report. WB6BJN, Good morning, Mark. What do you have for us? And Bill? Mark, you do the terrestrial, and then we'll have Bill jump right in here with the space weather. JN to take it. N8WS, you're on deck. This is AA8CS.
K8MNT short.
All right, let's hold up on the presses. Make sure I have it, please. AA8MNT to take it, followed by WB6BJN and N8WS. There we go. Tom, take it away.
AACS, this is KA8MNT. Sorry about that, but I have got extremely short time here all of a sudden. I have a doctor's appointment here this morning at 9. Let's see, we'll make this quick. We've got 51 degrees this morning, 93% rain, or humidity, no rain, no breeze, 30.18. And today's high is 81 Sunday with 2% rain. Not too much of anything else going on. Yesterday was my birthday day, and it was a fantastic day. So, let's see. With that, I'm going to grab a quick nickel. Okay, let's see. It's a 5-minute walk from my house to the bar. And it's a 45-minute walk from the bar to my house. The difference is staggering. And with that, I'm going to say 7-3s, everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy, keep smiling. This is Kilo Alpha 8, Mike November Tango, turning everything back over to AAHCS.
Oh my God, it is staggering. That's like walking to school in the snow uphill both ways with no shoes. Yeah. Oh, thanks for the chuckle, Tom. I needed that this morning. All right, KA8MNT, we're going to clear with you. Now, WB6BJN to take it, followed by N8WS. Go ahead, Mark. This is AA8CS.
Absolutely. Good morning, Gary. Good morning to everybody on the net. Great to be here this morning. Great to hear everybody out there. I've been kind of gathering weather and listening to everybody on the side, WB6BJ. And so let's get started. I'll start with my conditions. Currently, I have 30.14.4 on the barometer, and it is steady. Temperature, 62.6 degrees and 62.6 on the temperature, and it gives us a relative humidity of 100%. Now, that stays there long enough, it could actually make some fog, some radiational fog, but don't think we'll have too much of that this morning. 0 to 2 out of the northeast. No rain today, no rain yesterday, and no rain expected for quite some time. It's clear skies, and it looks like it's going to be a warm day. Now, here's the deal. Where there's low pressure in the eastern seaboard, there is low pressure on the west coast around California and moving into the western United States. We sit in between, and when I say we, that means the southern part of the United States where I am, and also the Midwest. And what sits there is high pressure that's building up in the plain states and in the Rockies. And that high pressure area is starting to move to the east. And as it does so, it's going to move over the Midwest. It's going to move over the Mid-South and parts of Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, and Florida is going to continue to be under low pressure and lots of rain with thunderstorms in the afternoon, especially southern Florida. Let me take a break. And what's going to happen for the rest of us is it's going to get hot. In fact, the center of that high right now is over Midland, Odessa, Texas. And as that continues to move eastward, it's going to move into the Mississippi Valley and Ohio valleys. And it's just going to remind us that summer is not quite done, and it's going to be very dry, very little, if any, rain. The Midwest has a chance of some rain in Michigan, maybe parts of Ohio, on Friday night and Saturday, and that's going to be about it. Clear through the middle of next week as things heat up a little bit. And we here in the Mid-South really need the rain. We're in a D1 drought, moderate drought situation. They're concerned about wildfires, and we really, really need some rain back here. We've been quite a while without any rain, and we could use it. So we're praying for that. And that could be the case for quite some time for a lot of the Midwest once the showers move through on Saturday. But I have hope that at some point down the road there's going to be a major pattern change, and we're all going to get cooler. And because fall is getting close, the actual fall, first day of fall, so we know that's getting close. The tropics, nothing. In the tropics, there is a wave off the coast of the Pacific. Off the coast of Mexico, it's going to parallel the Mexican coast. It does have an 80% chance of becoming tropical, but nothing in the Atlantic. And yesterday was the peak of hurricane season. So, so far, so good. Back to you, Gary, WB6BJN.
All right, Mark, thank you for that splendid report. Thank you very much for that. Kind of explains what's going on here. We have sunshine, and like I said earlier, really, my prognosticator says 0% chance of rain. I guess maybe Friday and Saturday. Well, Saturday has a couple clouds, so maybe there is some humidity in the air. But basically, Thursday, Friday, Sunday, and Monday, all sunshine, all sunshine. Kind of cool. All right. Maybe kind of warm, actually. All right, we're going to clear with WB6BJN. Let's pick up Bill in 8WS, the National Weather Service. Good morning, Bill. What do you have for us this morning? This is AA8CS and KF6POE. Christian, you're on deck.
Up now, AA8CS in a group, N8WS. Good morning, fearless leader. Good morning, all in net. Yeah, slept in again today. Air index is at 66. That's in the moderate range. And my sunrise 7:05. My sunset 7:46. Like today, 12 hours 41 minutes. Getting shorter every day. Solar flux indices at 119, sunspot number 85, A is 13, K is 2. Geomagnetic field is quiet, no east skip predicted. Tropo between a 0 and a 1. Spaceweather.com, wait a minute, 7-day forecast. Here we go. Humidity 80%, winds are calm, barometer at 3020, 2.48 degrees, visibility 10 miles. Another beautiful summer day coming. High predicted at 78. Sunny with a high near 78. Calm winds becoming north 5 to 8 in the afternoon. And that stretches out. I only go back to as far forward as Sunday. We got 80, 82, 82, 81. The rest of the week's going to be a hot one. Oh well. I don't like the hot weather so much. I like it better than the cold weather, though. SpaceWeather.com, another ambiguous result from Mars. At press briefing yesterday, NASA announced a maybe not detection of an ancient life on Mars. That's interesting. They usually have something about CMEs on there. Also, a large hole in the sun's atmosphere is spewing a solar wind. There's only 6 sunspot groups on the sun today. Yeah.
That's the way it goes, up and down, up and down, up and down. A lot of good stuff on this site. You want to buy a Snoopy Spaceman mug? It only costs you $99.95, but don't forget that's a donation to the STEMS school stuff, the people who put this up in the air. That's about it for me, Gary. Everybody have a great rest of the week. Catch up with you tomorrow if I can. AAHCS in the group, 7-3 everyone, NAWS.
All right, Bill. I did a quick perusal of that article, and NASA would like to bring a sample home for a closer look to determine whether or not that is life, or just some other non-biological geochemical reaction. Yeah, we all knew that. All right, Bill, thanks for being there. Thanks for another splendid report. We do appreciate that. All right, KF6POE, Christian to take it. This is AAHCS. Good morning.
This is Kilo Foxtrot 6. Peace on Earth. I'm still rolling high off of the picnic. Somebody at work said, that's the most ridiculous statement I've heard recently. I said, what? She said, you said, I was teaching juggling classes at a ham radio picnic. And that made me laugh pretty hard. I'm a collector of antiquated hobbies, magic, juggling, polymath, vaudevillian, etc. So, but yeah, that was a great time. The brisket was fantastic. It was great seeing people face to face, and the kids were great. And it was a lot of fun. And as far as 9/11 goes, I left New York in a cruise ship a couple days before, and I took a picture of the Twin Towers as we went out of the harbor. And then when we got to Bermuda, we got off the ship, and people said, I'm so sorry for you. And then I said, what do you mean? And they pointed at the screen. And then we had to have Navy gunships lead us back into, redirect us into Philadelphia to, because nobody was sure how we were, if there was more threats coming. So that was a rough one. So there we go. Never forget. And I'll send it back to Net Control for a terrifying? No, that's not the word, Christian. Oh, a thoroughly terrific Thursday. 73s. Kilo Foxtrot 6, peace on Earth.
Roger that, Christian. Yeah, that was fun. The kids really enjoyed that. The juggling thing. That little. It was really pretty cool. I do thank you for that. Also, Stefan is a magician. You might have to talk with him next club meeting. You guys might have a little bit there in common, I would suggest. All right, we're going to clear with POE. Let's see. Let's head up to Enfield, Maine, that is. KC1 VQF. Good morning, Paul. How you doing? How's retirement finally? I think maybe your wife's vacation is over, and now you get to just kind of settle down in retirement mode. Tell me how it's going. KC1 VQS to take it. AAHCS and 88PJ. Al, you're on deck.
AAHCS, this is KC1 VQS. Yes, good morning, Gary, and everyone on the net. And yes, my wife did go back to work this week, and so the real retirement has started, and it seems really nice. I can sit here in the morning and listen to the Barometer Net and drink coffee, and the pup is sitting here at my feet, and it's all good. And then after the net, I get up and start puttering around and doing some things. And but the training of the pup is coming along, and she keeps me busy for sure. And she had her first vet appointment yesterday that went really well. She was quite a hit there. In fact, the vet picked her up and set her in his lap, and she just cuddled with him. And he said, "Okay, it's settled. You're going home with me." So, but anyway, healthy. Got a clean bill of health, some vaccinations. She has 2 more appointments, 3 weeks apart, and then one in 3 weeks, and then after that in 6 weeks. And then that was when the rabies shots will come, and then she should be fully vaccinated and set to go for a while. So, yeah, that's coming along really good, and we learned a lot. He was very thorough, so I was really pleased with that. And let me drop here for just a second.
W8WKY.
Okay, speaking of 9/11, I remember I was in my classroom and conducting a class. Kids were kind of working independently. Anyway, my computer had tone on it, and I noticed it was an email from my wife, and she was working at a medical office at the time with another lady whose husband worked at the local TV station. And, of course, he got the news feed and called his wife, and she passed it along, and this is what the message was from my wife. It said, "A plane has just hit the World Trade Center. They don't think it was an accident." And so I immediately got on the computer and tried to get a news feed going, and the Internet in 2001 was not like it is today, and everything was just jammed up. So it was quite a while before we were able to get any updates, and it was a horrible day for sure. But anyway, that's what I have for today. I'm going to enjoy the rest of the day. It's sunny, and we're in a stretch of sunny weather, 70s during the day, and no rain, and we need rain desperately. So we'd rather have it during the week than the weekend, but now we get what we take. Anyway, we'll enjoy the weather and being outdoors with the pup and all of that. So good to hear from everybody. Good to be here today. Back to you, Gary. This is KC1VQS.
KC1VQS, this is AA8CS. All right, Paul, you are coming along very nicely in your retirement. You have discovered puttering, I noticed. Yes, puttering is a fabulous retirement activity. Now, if you're a golfer, you can puttering around the golf course or any other kind of puttering. I will mention that. So congratulations on your progress there, Paul. Also on your golden, my daughter had a Bernedoodle, and she got the insurance. She bought insurance for her puppy, and I got to tell you, it has come in handy. Her Bernie is about, it's 75% doodle, and she's kind of small, about 25 pounds, but wonderful, fabulous dog. But the insurance piece with the veterinarian, that's what made me think of that. I'll tell you, it came in really handy, and I took Sadie to the vet for just kind of a checkup, senior wellness, and they did some shots, and I got some medicine and stuff. I mean, all was stuff that needed to be done and stuff. $600 was the bill. Yeah. So anyway, that's having a pet in general just isn't real cheap. All right, we're going to clear with VQS. Let's pick up Al, 88PJ. This is AA8CS, and Mark, FQV, you're on deck.
AA8CS, this is 88PJ. Good morning, Gary, and the rest of the net. It's 51 and sunny here in Solon, and just want to wish everybody a great day. With that, I'll send it back to Net Control. This is 88PJ, 7-3, everybody.
PJ, AA8 KCS. Al, thanks for being here this morning on this terrific Thursday. Couple great special events going. September 11, K4A is the station, is a special event call sign. You might want to check that out. Or take a trip down Route 66. There you go. Another great special event coming up. Something to do this weekend if you haven't started already. All right, we're going to clear with PJ. Let's pick up KC8FQV. Good morning, Mark. What say you?
All right, KCFQV.
Turn the duplex off.
Looked at the temperature, it was 67. Natural cooling and heating. Nothing is running. But when I looked at the outdoor one, it was 49. So, I didn't know I would make it through to the end. But yeah, I did. And I had the radio on, Newberry radio on, and that when I checked in, and I got the DV switch running. And me and Phil were talking Tuesday evening. He said, yeah, I noticed it really is a delay, because Jason, oh yeah, you gotta wait for the beep. And we were talking, me and Phil, and yeah, by the time you get the beep, other people were keying up on RF. But, everything else is going good. Yeah, 9/11, I was at home here when they seen the crash. And that day, I went to the west side, or the next day, and I knew there was a lot of planes in that. Normally in the air, when I was going along Brook Park, I stopped at a store or something there and that day I came out, and it was yet quiet, very quiet. Well, you still had the car traffic, but you didn't have any airplanes flying over. And I remember the jogger group, I think it was about a month later, we had a guy, either a month or 2 months later, we had a guy give us a talk, and he said that was never practiced, that they got all the planes down in like 45 minutes. And they were putting them down wherever they could put them down. So then there were planes, they said that they had to take them off, they had to take off the plane with not any people on it because they were on too short of a runway. But it was amazing that they were able to get them all down. But other than that, went to the doctor yesterday and he changed my eye drops. We go now to an orange cap from a yellow cap. So I don't use a yellow cap in the morning. Now I use an orange cap twice a day and the green cap at night. It's amazing. They have cap colors. You know what eye drops to use. They pull the paper out of the drawer and he starts marking on there, circle, and he X'd one. All right, KCFQV. So that was interesting yesterday. So it was great seeing everyone at Dick's viewing and that. So everything else going good. So we'll send it back to net control. And I was hoping I was going to see Tom. I don't know how I missed Dave. I don't know how I missed Tom and that on Tuesday night. But hopefully Tom will be at the meeting. Oh, that's next week, I think. Yeah, because Wooster has got theirs tonight, and ours, I think, is next week. Wow, this month is going by fast. So we'll send it back to net control. KCFQV. Tom has tickets for the Maslaham Fest, is what I understand. So back it comes, Gary, KC8FQV.
right, a couple things, Mark. Number one, if you have the duplex on your DV switch, you have to turn that off. You cannot have that on. Okay, you echo through the system, and it's annoying, to say the least. Secondly, it was good to see you at Dick's Calling Hours, and Susan had some very nice things to say about you, which I thought was fabulous. So whatever you said to her, that made an impression. And lastly, in terms of planes on 9/11, there's a play, Come From Away. It's a musical about the events at Gander International Airport in Newfoundland, where they landed. They landed there, and the town embraced the passengers on that plane. It was pretty amazing, and the play is supposedly fabulous. And I have tickets for it. It's going to be at the Weather Vane this next season. So anyway, if you see it, you might want to see it. It's just a super play. All right, Mark, thanks for being here this morning. Turn that duplexer off if you would, please. I would appreciate it immensely. All right, I'm at the bottom of my list. Let me grab a quick second. Let's see. I want to give KB8LJ a call back here. Chuck, have you worked your situation out there? This is AA8CS.
AA8CS and the group from KB8LJ. Yes, I think so. My problem was that I wasn't holding my finger quite right on PTT button, and things were popping in and out. But just one additional remark about 9/11. I'm been really concerned for some time now about the complacency and attitudes among people around me that I care about, and in groups that I know, because everybody is living in La La Land. Everything is perfect. Nothing could possibly be wrong, and that's a setup for an ugly surprise, and we'll have to see what happens. In fact, it's kind of ironic that last Sunday at church, I had a discussion with the lady there that I have the utmost respect for, and she was rather irritated at the idea that there was anything less than perfect to talk about. So, meanwhile, I'm running my Beds on the Air solar observatory, and it's a very simple thing that determines the time at which the solar azimuth reaches 90 degrees, and of course that's getting later or earlier and earlier in the morning. If the solstice has started out around probably maybe close to 9:40 that happened, and now it's happening I think a little after 7:30, and in another 10 days the solar azimuth will reach 90 degrees when the sun is under the horizon. So for WATD and the few people that are into that kind of thing, it's crazy, but it's fun. So it's KB8LJ, back to net.
Very good. Crazy but fun. Well, if it's crazy and fun, I guess it's not too bad. I guess so. All right. We're going to clear with you, Chuck. Take care. Glad you... I don't know if you fixed the switch or fixed your finger, but whatever you did, that one was pretty good transmission. All right. We're going to clear with with Chuck there, KB8LJ. Let me give Nancy a call. I want to see if the Oz is around. KI5OZZ. The Oz. Nancy, are you with us?
Kilo India 5, Oscar Zulu Zulu here. Good morning, Gary, AA8CS. Yep, I am actually on the road. I'm heading to Lebanon, Missouri to pick up this fall's batch of meat bird chicks, and had to take a quick pit stop in Joplin. So I'll be 44 eastbound here in just a minute. What was I doing on September 11th? I was at home, and I heard it on the radio, and then I turned on the news, and then I called my then husband and told him about what I saw, and he was at work, of course, and whatnot, and it was just, the rest of the day was numb after that, in disbelief. So, yep, here comes a wee-woo. So I'm going to pull over. There he goes. Okay. But yeah, yeah, the rest of the day was pretty much numb after that, but there you go. Yeah, never forget, for sure. And I think some people have forgotten, to be perfectly honest.
All right, Nancy. Okay, you said you were heading toward Lebanon, Missouri, and Joplin. By the way, I'm doing the Route 66 special event. W6N is located in Joplin. I don't know if you're familiar with the Joplin or the Lebanon radio clubs. I'm not sure what they are. I don't have that information in front of me. But I do have W6N is in Joplin. W6Z, oh boy. Okay, that's in Lebanon. Was wondering if you do the Route 66 special event. Over.
No, I know that's going on either right now in conjunction with the September 11th, which is W4N. Is that right? I can't remember exactly what it is, but I know several operators. There's 55 operators, from what I understand, working the 9/11 special event. And I believe it's over several days. It's not just today. Yeah, it's been a minute since I've played around on HF, but it might be one of those things that I do in the near future. I've got so many things going on, so many irons in the fire right this minute through the weekend, and lots of travel and moving things and so on like that. So yeah, fun stuff. But I'll turn it back over to you, Gary, so you can see who else is out there. It's good to hear you on, and everyone else. I'm on EchoLink in the car. But so back over to you, AA8CS from KI5OZZ, the Oz, on the Yellow Brick Road once again. Eastbound 44.
All right, Nancy, thank you for that. Yeah, that's K4A is the special event, and I think they have 3 stations. The Route 66 on the air. There's got to be. Well, I'll find out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 times 2. 24 stations. There's 24 stations available. They have an aeronautical rover, which evidently, I understand that's only on 2 meters, and that's W6Y. They're not really part of the mix for the entire country, obviously. But anyway, it's a great event. They have great QSL cards, great certificate. It's a fun event. But anyway, Nancy, good to hear you. I knew you'd be around. That's why I gave you the call. KI5OZZ, we're going to clear with you. Take care. Have a thoroughly terrific Thursday, and we'll talk to you again real soon, like tomorrow maybe. All right, we're going to clear with OZZ. Let's see. I'm at the bottom of my list. If you'd like to join us, I'm standing by for check-ins. Give me a call. This is AA8CS.
WB0IQK Bicycle Mobile.
Recheck NAWS.
N8VXQ. 7 Victor Alpha November and 7 VAN Brian Mobile.
W8WKY.
November 8 Zulu X-Ray Bravo. John N8ZXB. Mobile and in and out. Thank you.
KCA, Fox Queen Victor, recheck, and it sounded like Andrew was back there too, but KCA, that's QV, recheck.
Whiskey 8 Hotel Romeo Foxtrot W8 HRF Josh Mobile heading through Kent.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Romeo Zulu, Terry in Ellenboro, West Virginia, KF8ERZ.
November Tango 8 Delta NTAD Dave and Copley. In and out, Gary. Let's pump up them numbers.
Juliet Papa, Quebec. Great conversation, but I'm in and out this morning. It's Chris Mobile. Back to net.
Alpha Bravo 8, AB80V Joe, and I'm mobile, and I'm in and out.
YUQ here.
Kilo 4, Oscar Golf, K4OG, Mark and Copley.
All right. Let's see, we have WV0IQK, Bicycle Mobile. N8WS with a recheck, KC8FQV with the recheck, N8VQS Perry, N7VAN Mobile. We'll get right to you. W8HRF also mobile. We'll get right to you. Terry's in there, KF8ERZ. Let's see, did I mention N8ZXB is in and out, AB8MO. KF8ERZ Terry. NT8D, I have you in and out. Thanks for stopping by, Dave. KE8JPQ, Chris, also in and out. AB8AV, Joe, in and out. Philip, KE8YUQ, and K4OG, Mark. There you have it. First, N8WS, go ahead. This is AA8CS.
AA8CS in the group. Gary, I just got an email from my Pharma Club, and at the bottom of that email was a notice about CW back for the third year. The instructor is Metro Cinco, W8MET. If you want information, go to his QRZ page, and his email is there. Send him an email. He'll give you all the information anyone needs. So anyone's interested in the CW class, there is a fee. Look it up and get all the information instead of me giving it all right here. Back to you, Gary. NAWS 73, everyone.
All right, Bill, real quick, give me the call sign again. You kind of cut out there right in the middle of that call sign. Give me the call sign, please.
Okay, it's W8MET, Mike Echo Tango, Metro Cinco.
All right, thank you for that. W8MET, Mike Echo Tango, very good. CW class, check it out. Check it out. I got to tell you, there were, let's see, CW 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 CW contacts on Route 66 for me so far this year. So yeah, it's a great tool to have in your toolbox. It really is. Your ham radio toolbox, that is. All right, thanks for that, Bill. All right, Mark, recheck. Can you, real quick, please, we got a list here.
Oh, you go way to the end for me recheck, but let me know how I sound, because KCFQV, just let me know how I sound now. And I'm back to net control, KCFQV.
All right, Mark, you sound great, by the way. Yeah, that's the way you're supposed to sound. So I take it you turned the duplexer off, and I'm so pleased that you did that. All right, I'll give you a call at the end. So go ahead, stand by. All right, let's get our mobiles in here real quick. N7VAN, good morning, Brian. What say you?
AHCS in the group. Gary, thanks for taking my call. Yeah, so great conversation this morning. Just remembering 9/11 and what was going on 25 years ago. As an aside, I am a budding author, and I'm working on a book which is historical fiction, which is strange because it takes place during 9/11 or around events around that time period. Been doing a lot of Googling on what the world was like back then, and it's weird to think that 25 years ago is actually history. So I just thought that was worth mentioning. So that's all I got. 73 is all. This is N7VAN. Back to net.
All right, Brian, very good. I did not know that. It's fabulous having a budding author in our midst. Historical fiction is a fabulous genre. Some very, very cool things have come out of that genre, as a matter of fact. And one of my favorite is Ken Follett's Pillars of the Earth. My wife got that book for me. It's just south of 1,000 pages, and I looked at that thing and I said, "Oh my God, no." Anyway, I started reading it. I couldn't put it down. Yeah, it was fabulous. Anyway, historical fiction. I'm all in, Brian. Okay, let's see. Josh, W8HRF Mobile to take it. AAHCS. Good morning.
AAHCS, W8HRF. Good morning, Gary and everybody on the net. Heading up to work here, got 56 degrees. A little later than I want to be today, but that's okay. We'll make up for it. What did I do yesterday? I kind of worked through lunch yesterday, and so anyways, I do that. I should really take a lunch. Anyways, there used to be a time when I would actually run out to my car and I had the what's it called, remote hams on my phone, and I did a little bit of POTO over lunch. I think I did that once or twice. That was kind of cool. I was thinking I could get a conference room and do that one of these days, but then I think, well, if I'm going to do that, I might as well just get my work done and come home earlier. So, but anyways, fine business on the Route 66, Gary. I was going to ask you, do they do different QSL cards and different certificates each year? You'll have to let me know when I throw it back. But with regards to the conversation, I do not remember where I was on September 11th, 2001. I was 4 years old, I think, and my mom tells me we were doing Meals on Wheels back then during that day. So, but I really don't remember too much about it. I remember doing Meals on Wheels back then. I have a couple of memories of doing it, but I don't remember that specific day. So, but yeah, it's man, a lot of sad things going on right now. I gotta think of something else. I gotta think of something exciting, something positive. But yeah, don't forget. And you'll have to let me know, Gary. I think we have an XCOM meeting this Sunday, but so I'll see you there. But with that, I am almost to work. Thank you for picking me up, sir. It's good to see you on Tuesday and on Sunday. So, All right, I'll say 73 AA8CS W8HRF.
All right, Josh, very good. W8HRF, AA8CS. So what I found is that the QSL cards don't change that much or that, but the certificates do every year. So, yeah. And not like the 13 colonies. 13 colonies, they have a theme every year, and the different stations, they do produce different QSL, most of them. I think William Penn, the WM3PEN, I believe that's the call. The William Penn station doesn't change that up, but nevertheless, and the certificates are really, really nice. So it's worth the effort. All right, we're going to clear with W8HRF. Let's see, WB0IQK Bicycle Mobile. Good morning, Mark. What say you?
Good morning, Gary. WB0IQK on the bicycle. It's about 55 degrees when I left the house. A little nippy this morning. But it feels real good. It woke me up. I was a little drowsy there. But we're A-OK right now. Anyway, excuse me. I think I was driving when I heard about the towers there. I was driving down to Dayton, stopped into a Ham's place. I had bought a set of Collins twins there, the S-line. So I was going down to check them out, pick them up, etc., etc. So I was on the middle of my trip when the news broke, and so I had to listen to that all the way. I finally just turned the radio off. I couldn't take it. So, but anyway, yeah. Anyway, 25 years ago, boy, I'm getting old. So I'm going around the curve here. You got to be very careful doing this stuff with one hand. I used to be able to do this crap when I was young with no hands. Used to drive all over the place, be able to balance. But I've tried it several times here in the last couple of years, and I can't balance worth a darn. I'm lucky to stay on with both hands on the handlebar. Anyway, I'm jabbering here. So Gary, fine net. Thanks for doing it. And let's see, tomorrow is Friday, and I should be in there, I think. So 7:30s. WBZRIQK, paddling the old bicycle here, Claire.
All right, Mark, thanks for that. Yeah, you're starting to sound a little bit winded there, sir. I can tell you're working away there. It has to be a beautiful morning for exercising, whether you're jogging or biking or whatever you're doing. Right now, I'm showing 50 degrees in Fairlawn here, and temperature's trending up. Yes, it is. Yeah, I was eating breakfast at the Egg Castle when 9/11 occurred, and yeah, quite the event. The other event that I remember where I was when it happened was President Kennedy's assassination. I was in 7th grade, Mrs. Giovanazzo's social studies class. Yeah, never forget that. I will never forget the look on her face when that announcement came over the PA system either. So, anyway, there you have it. All right, let's move along here. AB8MO. Andy, oh my goodness, I hope you weren't mobile. AB8MO to take it, AA8CS. And ERZ, you're on deck.
AA8CS or maybe AMO. Well, you are exonerated because no, I'm actually not mobile. So no harm, no foul. I was evaluating the Allstar Node on 015, I did get complained about how badly this node, our repeater, works for the Barometer Net. I don't think the person was interested in an explanation as to why, but it basically, I kind of, looking at the dashboard, when 5 people try to check in at once, it's just not going to work. But it got through. Every single time I saw the repeater got through to the hub on W8WKY, and that's all we can do up here. So it is working. The reason that you just don't get through is because there's a zillion people trying to check in. So anyway, hard to believe it was 25 years ago since 9/11. Holy cow! Yeah, I remember I was a senior in high school, and I was in study hall. Somebody came in the room and told the study hall teacher that somebody hit the plane crashed into the Twin Towers, and yeah, everything, and Nancy kind of hit on the head. The rest of the day was just kind of wasted and numb. Nobody really did anything that day. I think we were all just kind of in shock. And you can't really fault the ones who are like Josh, who are very young or even not born. There's a whole generation of people out there now who were not alive when that happened. So it's one of those impactful things that you just had to be around to really understand. You know, I'm never going to understand the Kennedy assassination. I'm never going to understand fully the bombing of Pearl Harbor. Just like the ones who were alive during that time. I know it happened, and I can imagine the emotions were a lot of the same as how 9/11 was for me. So have a little grace on people, too. All right, I'm going to get off my soapbox and throw back to you there, Gary. It was great seeing you on Sunday, and it was great seeing you on Tuesday for the Silent Key tribute, which I thought went very, very well. AA8CS, this is ABNMO.
AB8MO, this is AA8CS. Yeah, Andy, I agree. I agree with almost everything you said. How could that be? Silent Key tribute was fabulous. Fred, WA8KFC, did a great job with that, and we do appreciate that. It was good to see the turnout for Dick. That was quite the. Well, it was quite the statement. I think the club. Everybody knows how we all feel about Dick. He was just a good guy. Lit up the room. I wish I would have known Dick when he was younger. I really do. That would have been great. All right, Andy. Thanks for being here. Thanks for your comments. Those things are for the civil mind. Those kinds of things are inexplicable. They are. They just are. Okay, I agree with you. AB8MO, we're going to clear with you. Terry, I know I called you next. Stand by if you don't mind, please. Perry from Perry's Township. I know I got the call wrong, Perry. You were in. There was a little bit of a mix-up there. Are you still with me? Perry from Perry's Township. I need your call. I should know it. I just don't. I forgot. The senility is taking hold. Perry, go ahead. This is AA8CS.
AHCS, N8VXQ. That's November 8, Victor, X-ray, Quebec. Excuse me. Good hearing Mark and on the bicycle mobile. I just had steak dinner with him last night at Texas Roadhouse. Very good seeing him. And all. Good hearing everybody today. I just a few weeks ago, or better, I redone my shack, and I got everything on a shelf, and so I can keep being here. I got TV in here. I got refrigerator, and freezer, and everything in this shack. So it makes it feel comfortable to come in here and sit. And also, I heard you in there. I thought I'd get a space and get in here and say hello again. Good seeing you. Well, seeing you up at Calico Falls. Good seeing you there. And all. So, yeah, so let's jump in here and say hi. Let's get back to the other ones that are in there. So, 73s, everybody. AC8CS and 8VXQ.
W8WKY.
All right, Terry. You know what? I got the letters right. I had them in the wrong order. But anyway, good to hear you. And now that I have the call in front of me, yeah, it's old time. Yeah, N8VXQ. Got you in the log. And fine business on the shack there. Sounds more like a suite than a shack. So enjoy. Absolutely enjoy. All right, let's head down to West Virginia. KF8. ERZ. Good morning, Terry. What say you?
AHCS, this is KF8ERZ. Good morning, Gary. I'll try to keep it short. I know you got a list going, and wow, what a net this morning. This is awesome. Quite a few check-ins and a lot of good conversation. I actually missed the first half hour of it. Got up early, come back in here in the radio room and sit down by the desk, and the next thing I knew, I fell asleep. So I didn't get to join there till about 7:30. But as far as 9/11, wow, it's been quite a few years ago. It's hard to believe how fast time goes. I believe I was getting ready for my third day of work at my first job. I was got hired as a roustabout at an LLC garage, and that just kind of didn't even realize how serious the event was at first. Just didn't sink in until a little later. But yeah, it's definitely a tragedy and something to remember in history. But with that, I'm going to get off here and go get a cup of coffee. I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and hope you have plenty more check-ins. Looks like it's still going. So with that, I'll say 73 is Gary and everybody on the net, and God bless. This is KF8ERZ.
KF8ERZ, this is AAHCS. All right, Terry, thanks for being here. Yeah, it's been a long time ago, and it's real easy to forget things when it's a long time ago. But we can't afford to forget this, that's for sure. I mentioned K4A a couple different times. Here's the thing for a certificate. You can get a QSL card for any contact that you make with K4A. A certificate is easily obtained by working K4A on 3 bands using any combination of bands or modes. So that's what you do. They ask for a $3 donation. Just check out K4A on QRZ and you'll get all that information. So, we owe it to ourselves to never forget, that's for sure. All right, we're going to clear with Terry. Thanks for stopping by, Terry. Have a terrific Thursday, and we'll talk to you tomorrow, I'm sure. All right, KE8YUQ, you're up, Philip, and OG, you're on deck.
Clay, Yankee Uniform, Quebec. 9/11 was in this house a few weeks or a month before that. We had a bad storm and had a maple tree come down and hit the top of the house, and they were in the process of fixing the house at the time. So that's where I was with that. And yesterday we lost a brilliant mind. Whether people liked his politics or not, be able to keep track of facts and stuff like that in their head and be able to do it without notes. That's incredible. I wish I could have done that in college. Been cutting trees down around here. The emerald ash borer did his job. Now I have dead trees that are threatening my barn and property, so I'm dropping those and getting them out. Had a fire going for 3 days and just keep on adding wood to it. So with that, send it back to you. Kilo Echo 8, Yankee Uniform back.
K8YUQ, AA8CS. All right, Philip. Yeah, I don't work too awfully hard. The next week, at least the next 6 or 7 days are going to be just drop dead gorgeous here in northeastern Ohio. No time to work, unless you have to, of course. But nevertheless, it's going to be just a wonderful. I don't know if this constitutes Indian summer. It might be too early for an Indian summer, perhaps. I don't know. Smarter minds than mine have to come up with that answer. But all I know is it's just a fabulous time of year to be outside. That's for sure. KEAYUQ. We're going to clear with you. Oh God, let's see who's next. Oh God, K4OG, the original gangster. Good morning, Mark. It was good to see you at the picnic. It was good to see you at Dick's wake and his celebration there. It was that was really nice, and I'm really glad we had a good showing from Sarah there. K4OG to take it. AA8CS.
AA8CS, K4OG. Well, thank you, Gary. It was good to see you and everyone. And it's great net this morning. Listen to everybody's 9/11 stories, tribute to that. So I figured I'd just share mine. Back then, I was heavily into the telecom industry, installing equipment for all the carriers, giving them more bandwidth, pumping signal through, getting all the bit errors out, and just, expanding communications. But at that time, I was in between due to either layoffs or restructuring. And when I saw the event happen, I thought, oh man, they're going to be calling out a lot of technicians like me to reestablish communications. There's a lot of phone offices in New York City and the various high-rises. So later on, when I got my bootstraps back on and got back in working for some company, I was back in an AT&T office in New York City, and I saw some racks there with some tags on them. They got the dates on them when they're installed, and the dates were 9/13/2001, and I was like, oh. So there was some poor schmucks out there in a hurry to install more communications racks and give them bandwidth that they had lost from the towers. And there you go. That's my story, Gary. And on a happier note, Jim's daughter, Wendy, I believe, took his weather rock and left a note. But since then, the weather rock has been spotted in London, conversing with the Rosetta Stone. I didn't even know Rosetta Stone was a thing. So you can check that out on the Discord channel on the Barometer Net section. We got Jim's weather rock, the original one, with a little caption from Wendy, conversing with the Rosetta Stone. K4OG, back to net.
All right, Mark, I have to check out Discord a little more often. Wow. I will check that out, sir. All right. Thanks for the story, Mark. We do appreciate it. I know everybody has one. And, I mean, if you were around then, it certainly was just tragic. Just tragic. Anyway, all right. We're going to clear with K4OG. I'm at the bottom of my list. We are pretty much at the bottom of the net here, I would say. We ran over quite a bit, but that's okay. It was a good net, lots of great conversation, and that's what this is all about. I am going to make this the last call. Mark, stand by. I haven't forgotten about you. This is the last call for the thoroughly terrific Thursday morning edition of the Barometer Net, commemorating September 11th. Don't forget K4A, special event station. Anyway, if you'd like to join us, there's still time. This is AA8CS. Last call.
This is Kilo Foxtrot 8, Charlie X-Ray Hotel, John from Strasburg. In and out.
KC8W8WKY.
Kilo Charlie 8, November Oscar Victor. KC8 NOV Mobile, in and out.
November 8, Juliet, Kilo Oscar, Joe in Willoughby.
KF8 Tango Delta for a very brief recheck, if I may.
Kilo Zulu 8 Tango Golf, mobile in and out. Thanks.
All right, hang on just 1 second, guys. I'll tell you, I need Mark KF station. I need the mobile station. And John, yeah, stand by. Got a recheck for you. We got some stations in here. It was kind of getting mixed up there a little bit. So the KF mobile, please come back.
KF8 CLO Mark Mobile from Middlefield.
Roger that, Mark. Thank you for that. The KZ8 station now, please come again. KZ8, please. The KZ8 station.
Kilo Zulu 8 Tango Golf, mobile in and out. Thanks.
All right, let's resume. Any last call check-ins? I apologize for interrupting that. That was not fair to anybody, including me. Anyway, this is the last call. Anybody else? I'm listening.
AB8LJ recheck.
November 8, Juliet, Kilo Oscar, Joe in Willoughby.
KF8ELA, Kilo Foxtrot 8, Echo Lima Alpha, Zach and Dalton, mobile.
Here is KB8LNK walking past the mic. Good morning, in and out.
All right. Apologize for that interruption, but nicely done thereafter, that's for sure. Here's who I have, KF8CXH. John, good morning to you. I have you in and out along with KC8NOV Mobile. I have you in and out as well. NHJKO, Joe, you're in there. KF8CLO Mobile. Mark, stand by. We'll get right to you. KZ8TG Mobile, I have you in and out. KF8ELA Mobile, Zach, stand by. You're right up there as well. And last but certainly not least, KB8LNK. Ron, thanks for stopping by and checking in. Very, very nicely done, Ron. Do appreciate it. We also have WATD with a recheck, KB8LJ with a recheck, and KC8FQV with a recheck. So let me get our mobiles in here, please. Let's see, KF8CLO Mobile to take it. Good morning, Mark. What do you have for the net?
KF8CLO, this is Mark. I was off that day for the towers that fell, and I was sitting in front of the TV and didn't believe a thing at first. Then it sunk in. But I've been kind of busy. I didn't even have time to think about it this week. My dad fell on Monday night, broke his hip, and yesterday they put a pin through it. So that's where I'm going now. I'm going to the hospital to visit him for a little bit. So I'm going to get out of here and let you have it back to the net. 73 is all.
All right, Mark. Sorry to hear about your dad there, and if you were around 9/11, you remember. Again, one of those things you just remember. That's for sure. And we should remember. KF8CLO Mobile. We're going to clear with you. Let's pick up KF8ELA Mobile. Good morning, Zach.
Good morning, this is KF8ELA. I'm just headed into work here and really happy to catch the tail end of the net on Tuesday, Thursdays, dropping the daughter off at preschool. It gives me something to listen to in the car on the way in, a little bit later schedule for me. But for 9/11, I think I would have been first grade, so I don't remember it. But it's always interesting to hear everybody's stories and kind of their point of view on it. I always find that very interesting. I wasn't good in history class, but I did enjoy history class, so there you go. Anyway, I'll send it back to you. This is KF8ELA.
All right, Zach, very good. Well, we're not going to hold that against you. That is being young. KF8ELA Mobile. Zach, thanks for stopping by this morning, and thanks for your patience as well. All right, we're going to clear with ELA. Let's see, N8JKO to take it, AA8CS, and then we'll get our rechecks. N8JKO, AA8CS. Go ahead, Joe.
Good morning, Net Control, and good morning, everybody on the net. This is N8JKO. It's 50 degrees and sunny here in Willoughby at the beautiful north coast of Ohio. And yes, I remember exactly where I was. I was directing Cable College up here at the television studio at the community college when the master control called down and informed me of what was happening and the immediate order to start shutting everything down, because everybody was being sent home. That was a day that certainly will live in my mind forever. Anyway, we shall remember them with moments of silence and never forget. With that, I will send it back to Net Control with best wishes to everyone. Please take care. God bless, and 7-3. N8JKO, back to Net Control.
N8JKO, AA8CS. All right, Joe, thanks for that. Thanks for being here. Like I said, you won't forget where you were. It was another one of those days that will live in infamy. That's for sure. All right, thanks for being here, Joe. Have a terrific Thursday, and we'll talk to you again tomorrow. All right, we're at the bottom of the list. Let's get our rechecks in here. W8TD to take it. AA8CS, KB8LJ, you're on deck.
Thank you very much. AA8CS in the net, W8TD. I know this is, I believe it's a record. It's certainly the longest I've ever seen the net, and I hate to contribute to dragging things out, but I did want to share 9/11 experience. When 9/11 happened, I was anchored off of Sitka, Alaska. Back in those days, CNN was big, and they were a news channel, and everybody got their news from CNN if they weren't at home. So I woke up and turned CNN on, and there it was. The ship followed its scheduled itinerary after that for the next several days, but we had escorts, and there were patrol ships circling the ship when it was anchored at subsequent ports. And it ended up at Vancouver on the other side of the border. So wound up spending about a week in Vancouver waiting for the border to open and the American airports to reopen. So I remember that well. I even have a JFK story. I was in junior high in the bowling league at the time, and we were on the bus transporting between the school and the bowling alley when the driver announced it. So sad events. Thank you very much. AATS in the net, W8TD.
W8WKY.
All right, John. Very good. We're running a little long. I don't even know that I've ever run it this long before. I got pretty close to 9 o'clock before, but honestly, today it's worth dragging it out. There's been some great conversation, some great insight, and that is much appreciated. Hopefully everybody has appreciated it. So, I have no problems with dragging this out. My little girl, Sadie, she's laying here just waiting patiently for me to get her some breakfast. So there you go. Thanks for being here, John. Thanks for your comments. Do appreciate that. KB8LJ with your recheck. Go ahead, Chuck.
Okay, this is KB8LJ. I hope I didn't click key on that one, but I might have. I still remain concerned about the utter complacency on the part of most people about things that might be going on, because my one first cousin was in the Army and very well educated when he went in, a smart officer and involved in intelligence, and he is just horrified at the thought, and I am also, the way the top leadership in our intelligence and military communities have been decimated in the last few months, and the effect of that on morale. And his opinion is that it's only a matter of time until we have another terrorist attack, because we're no longer equipped to fight them off. And on a totally different topic, I wanted to mention N7VAN's involvement in writing historical fiction. I've been putting a lot of work into historical stories, more from a factual than a fiction standpoint. And right now, the biggest story in my series, as far as I'm concerned, is my experiences in the Strategic Air Command as a combat crew officer. And the few people that have read it so far have given it rave reviews, and I think in a strange way it's important. But anyhow, for N7VAN and everybody else doing anything like this, more power to you. KB8LJ, back to net.
All right, Chuck, thank you for that, and thanks for being here on this thoroughly terrific Thursday, 9/11 edition, sorta, kinda. Yeah, we'll just make it to 9/11 edition. There you go. All right, Chuck, thanks for being here. KC8FQV to take it, AA8CS. Carrie, I'm getting around to you, buddy. Hopefully you're still there. KC8FQV, AA8CS.
All right, Gary, KC8FQV. Yeah, I didn't do anything with DV Switch. All I did is turn the one radio off. But me and Phil, we were talking about that on Tuesday, and it did prove that DV Switch does have a delay in even sending the audio to me from the repeater, because I was on the 015. So that was just running straight DV Switch, or straight Allstar. But then you get DV Switch, and Steve, NU5D, told me, he said, yeah, there's a little longer delay between Allstar and you, because you're behind the Allstar connection. So you need another second or whatever. So that was what we did there. And then, of course, going to, when I walked into the classroom, it was interesting when I was cleaning for 30 years and seeing what they were teaching to the kids on the board. And, some days I would some of the teachers would write save on the board, and, to save whatever was written on the board. Sometimes they would write it the day before they would actually teach it. They maybe have a sub in, so they would get everything ready for the sub the next day, so they would write save. Or they were going to be using it for a day or two, because sometimes they wrote a lot, and they wrote it, not, small enough to get the whole thing, because they would use it for the whole day, and they wouldn't rewrite the thing. not like today. Now they got these smart boards. They can write something and pop that up on the screen with a slide and take that one off. Well, you know all about slides, and that you can use the same slide 10 times in one day with a computer and projector. But yeah, so it was interesting there. But that I was going to just mention to you, yeah, maybe we're going to go with 9/11 as the time. But I'll send it back to Net Control, Gary, and you're doing an excellent job. Not a problem stopping to untangle the mess that you have in front of you, and it probably helps a lot easier than to wait to the end. So back it comes, Gary, KC8FQV.
All right, Mark, thank you for that. Yeah, well, so that reminds me of the movie, what you said, Good Will Hunting. Yeah, Matt Damon was a janitor at MIT and solved physics equations or math problems that were left on the chalkboard in the classrooms at MIT. So, yeah, I get it. All right, Mark, thanks for being here. Thanks for being you, buddy. I don't know what I'd do without you. KC8FQV, we're going to clear with you. Carrie, are you still with me? 53 check-ins if you're still there. You and me, 52 and 53, not bad. I'm not dragging this out any longer to get 55, but if you're still with me, God bless you. W8CTN to take it, AA8CS. Are you going to close her down for me?
Good morning, Gary, and good morning to all the check-ins and listeners out there on this terrific Thursday. Boy, it's a beautiful morning out there. And, yeah, it's been a great net, everybody. No doubt about that. There's a lot of good conversation and a lot of remembrance of 911 there, that's for sure. I know exactly what I was doing. I was talking on the 09 repeater with, there was several of us on there talking as we did every morning, and Lou Poda, he was a janitor down at Akron U, came in and said that one of the towers were hit by a plane up in New York there, and I think that pretty much ended our conversation on the repeater, and we all went to our TVs and was pretty much glued to those the rest of the morning and watched the second plane hit the other tower, the south tower there, and it was man, what a day that was. And I was working up at Stowe Mold plant at the time, the afternoon shift, and you know, we went up there. We always ate outside on a picnic table at lunchtime in the evening there, and there was no planes flying, and there was always planes flying. I think that was one of the planes flew over going to Cleveland Hopkins. There, it was every day you'd see planes, but boy, for next week or so there was no planes in the air, and it was we all do remember that. So anyway, that was my story on 911 24 years ago today. That was one of the things that we remember forever. And I remember John Kennedy. I was a freshman or sophomore, I forget which, in high school at the time, and sophomore I think I was, and I remember John Kennedy's, they announced it over the intercom there at the school, and it was right at the end of school, the end of the day there pretty much, and yeah, there was a lot of the girls were crying on the bus on the way home, and it was a sad day. Well, hopefully we'd never see another days like those, but I'm sure it'll be coming in the future. Well, anyway, that's all I have. I'll say 73, and I do want to ask everybody, stay safe, stay healthy, and do a random act of kindness. That's always a good thing to do. 73 all is W8CTM, Carrie at Portage Lakes, turning it over to AHCS. And Gary, you can wrap it up. And great net this morning. A little bit late, but I think it's the longest we've ever run a net. The Barometer Net here, it's 11 minutes after 9. So anyway, everybody have a great day. Back to you, Gary, W8CTM.
All right, Kerry, another brilliant close. Thank you for that. I do remember Ron, KB8 CVS, doing nets on occasion that would run to 9 o'clock. He was on his way to 70 check-ins or something astronomical like that. Ron was the Iron Man. He did this quite often, and he did it every day. I can't even imagine. All right, Kerry, thanks again for that. We do appreciate it. Thanks for hanging around, too. All right, it was worth it. I totally agree. This was a great conversation, good insight, and this is truly what this net is all about. And for that, I do appreciate it. I do want to remind everybody that we do meet regularly Monday through Saturday, starting at the ungodly hour of 7 a.m. Runs about an hour. Yeah, there you go. Be a regular check-in. Keep this wonderful net alive. After all, it is the premier drive time net in northeastern Ohio. This is the W8WKY repeater, frequency 147.39 in Doylestown, Ohio. The PL's 114.8 positive offset. If you're not all programmed up, get yourself all programmed up and come on down and join us. My name is Gary. My call is AA8CS, and I return this repeater back to regular amateur radio use, 73. Oh, everybody. I'm standing by for you, Mark, after the net here. I'm sorry. No, we talked to you. That's right. Oh, my God. What's we're back to regular amateur radio use, guys. 73. Have a good one. I got to have another cup of coffee. This is AA8CS, and I'll be clear.
Kilo Echo 8, Yankee Uniform, Quebec. If anyone's still on there, if you have a police scanner on your telephone, New York is running a tribute of all the calls that came in on their firefighting and police for 9/11. Kilo Echo 8, Yankee Uniform, Quebec.